he heard him say that. So
I don't even take that off my head, nigga. Gotta have that Bonnie on, no. What am I? You know, we have to hat on. Yeah, dog, these niggas is weird on these platforms. These gentlemen are weird on these platforms. Let me tell you, they're weird, buddy. You know, get y'all in here and get some music going. I was listening to the boxing voice and they're just on weirdness. They're on weirdness.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that special time of the day. It's the best time of the day. You now locked and loaded with your main man, my dig, and my dog, Troy King. Pipe down and turn this up, man. Yeah. Third eye open. Focus. Yeah. Brother, my tree just smoking. Everything poet. Say what I want. No glucose, no sugar coating.
Hey man, I had to get off the boxing voice. They was on there arguing about nothing. It was crazy. They're literally on there talking about Nay Fannies. Then they wonder why this boxing don't be really. They don't be talking about nothing. They're not talking about nothing. I'm not talking about a thing. It's crazy. Not talking about Nathanis. Let's y'all get in the live real quick.
It's the best time of the day. You now locked and loaded with your main man, my dig, and my dog, Troy King. Pipe down and turn this up, man. Yeah. Third eye open.
This show is about facts. That's gonna be 80 again today.
I break it down. I do my history. Plus, I'm the truth and I'm super sharp mentally.
I love it.
I'm a god, you're not seeing me physically. Plus, I stop you. I'm talking about literally. Me
I
and
love
my
it.
shorty, so don't see the chemistry. Work for what we got. Hustle hard to lie. Y'all can never take this energy. Nah, writing on the wall. Plus, I'm still a dog. Half of it, I don't let you see. Rocker cool with the
stealing my
shades
bread,
on, dog.
money.
Nobody coming after me. It might be an actual casualty.
I know that you mad, cause I got my own clientele, ain't got that bag. You know who I'm talking to, cause
yeah, it was good with Tyrone Legacy, man. It was good with Leg. You better call on Tyrone. I thought I was singing at the upper room. I'm gonna send somebody to the upper room. Niggas is stealing my bread. It's all good. I see now that no matter where I'm at, they will try to take it all. But one thing they cannot take, they can't take it. It's not a thing. They can't take it, buddy. And that's why I just let them talk and go about their business doing what they doing. Once you understand how to attain omniscience, anything else is you just be talking. There ain't nothing else to talk about. You got to understand what's going on in there. Once you do that, you have a higher taste. Yeah, they right there. So ain't nothing. That's all I got. They're right there, buddy. So I had to let that Marshall. Hold on, I can't see. I gotta get the John up because it's in the way. I had to let that martial energy down. Gotta do it sometimes. Oh yeah, you got to. What's martial energy? Come on, man. What? I never even heard of that phrase used. I'm looking it up because I need to acquire knowledge at all times. Martial energy. I don't know what that is. But I do know what a Springfield XDM 10 millimeter is. Listen, it is a wonderful firearm. Comes with an optic sight and a grip safety, interchangeable mags. Comes in a long 4.5-inch barrel. Not a long, but and then a 3.8-inch compact concealed 10 millimeter. That I need one of those. I need that. I need it. I do. I do. It's a nice firearm. It's a nice firearm, as they call it, or arm. Hey, yeah. Y'all got to get them questions going. Get them questions going. We just dropping bars today. Is whatever y'all want to talk about. They was talking about Ryan's interview on Say Cheese. It was like, I could care less for real. I mean, unless he really getting some work, then it ain't nothing to really talk about. Unless that man getting some work, ain't nothing to really yap about. Hey, Paul. Hey. See, I knew this is why man, ain't nobody here to see you. Otis. It's the Ruffin Show. Hey, listen. I'm about to my EDC about to be 10 millimeter too. And I've been looking at that Springfield. Hold on. Is this it? I've been looking at I've been looking at this Heems right there. That Springfield XDM Elite 3.8 compact with the OSP with the optic on the top already. And you can get the 15 plus one mag. What you carry? What brand you carry in 10 millimeter? Let me see who hit the cash app. It was probably Ruffy, David. Yup, with the $5 holler. Shout out to my man Paul Ruffy with the $5 holler, hitting with the triple heart. Oh, you carried a Glock 10. What is the Glock 29? Oh, yep. A Glock 29. Yeah, I just seen one of them the other day when I was looking at it. How is it? How to recoil? How to muzzle mitigation? Would it be hitting like? Pause. You been to the range with it? How many with the clip hold? Yeah, 10 millimeters got real stopping power. You got the compact 10 millimeter, or you got the full size? Or do the Glock come in compact and full size too? I think they do. Compact, yup. Hey, listen, General Industries got a Glock 50 cal. I'm getting one of those too. They got a 50 cal Glock by General Industries. And they don't have that same Desert Eagle kick. But it's a 50 caliber. Let me show you. Hold on. Yeah. They want for that 50 cal Glock, they want 1200. They want 1200. Look, for that Glock 50 cal, they want 1200. 1200 done. And then in California, they're talking about only conversion units are available. Yeah, that Glock 50 cal is crazy. Yeah, that's why I said I just want the 10 millimeter because that got bear stopping power. So it's cool with that. A little compact 10 mil, nigga, that'll stop you. Power. Got to get to the range and learn how to maneuver it. Young. Um, I seen some nice drones on there. They have made this one air pistol. I got to get the name of it again. It was an automatic 9 millimeter. It's hard. Inside suppressor. It's quiet and it's automatic. Come with the drone on there, like a RoboCop gun. Ain't nobody got nothing to talk about no boxing. It's 12 minutes. We'll let y'all get up in here and get the yapping. Cause ain't nothing going on for real in this boxing world. Except Berlanga and Canelo about to be getting work. That's what I want to see. Dame Dash got to get it together. Your teeth falling out. Your teeth. You can't go wrong with a Heckler and Koch. They got a 10 millimeter. Let me see.
Good morning.
Do HK make a 10 mil? I don't know what that is, but that looks nasty. It's a 9 millimeter, but that is nasty. This is nasty. It's not a concealed, but that's nice. That's damn near competition shooting. Now, I don't think they make 10 millimeters. They got a 40 on here. They got a 45. ACP. They got a 40 in the P30. Got a 40 in the Smith and Wesson. Them tactical straps be tough. You gotta give me that Terran tactical. Yeah, I don't see no 10mm on here for Heckler and Koch. Let me see if they got it. They ain't got no 10 mils. Them 10 mils is real. They got the that stopping power, buddy. And it's gonna be hot again today, which is lovely. I'm gonna sit down, mind my business. Sit down and mind the minds. Yeah, what's up with Canelo and Berlanga? That's the only fight that's coming up for real. September 14th. We almost there.
A family is what?
Mother, father, children.
Right. And in order for men to have wives and children, and have a family, they must have women who think like wives. Women like you think like individuals and baby mamas. And a fractured mind is useless to a man who wants to build. Men who are looking to build cannot plant their seed in contaminated soil.
I feel like as the Black community, we were doing way better before.
We were doing way better when our women understood their role.
Exactly. Yeah, before
immigration is before you guys chose yourselves over the community. So now it's time for Black men to choose themselves over you. Mm-hmm. This is why Black men, you need to understand. You cannot choose a woman who does not want to be your partner. That's the bottom line. I'm being honest, man. You had
she just yapping.
The ambidextrous gunfighter Minuteman review of the XDM Compact 10. Excellent trigger earns the highest Mantis X centerfire scores of all AM gun test pistols. Reset is 2 clicks. Ambi controls mag release and slide stop are for optimal use of cover and for left-hand primary carry. While left-hand, most sportsmen reach the backcountry on ATV, motorcycle, or e-bike. Surprised at how much I admire the grip safety for holstering and transitioning hands. Polymer rear slide rails do not inspire confidence, and the gap in the striker plate could admit dirt, rain, and snow to foul.
My man Paul Ruffy with another $20 cash app. My man Paul Ruffy. Oh, your godson got a fight. What's his name? We'll give him a shout out on here. Who your godson scrapping with?
The fire control unit. All optics plates extend beyond the top of the slide, so not exactly low drag. Prefer a native RMSC cut. 10mm penetration and stopping power. For self-defense, do you understand the risk of over-penetration? For details, see our full feature review of the Springfield Army XDM Elite Compact 10mm. The ambidextrous gunfighter.
Yeah, bro. Gotta have that 10mm stopping power. Gotta have that stopping power. Jaden Burke, what weight Jaden Burke fight at?
Hold on now.
What weight do Jaden Burke fight at? Shout out to Jaden Burke out here getting that work, Jaden. What weight he fight at? Where he fighting out of? What's good with DS3? What's good with DS3? We're in here trying to find out where Jaden at, because it's Paul's godson. He getting some work this week. He 9-0. Well, he 8-0. 8-0. What, he an amateur or he a pro? What he doing out there? He an amateur or he a pro? 110, he's an amateur. Oh yeah, he getting that work. Keep it up. Hey, listen, tell him use the jab, keep his hands up good, and keep it fundamental and be in control. That's what them amateurs is about. Who in control? You gotta show that you in control in the amateur boxing round, because they used to judge it with punch points, but now they try to judge it more or less like the professional rankings. So when you in there scrapping, they're doing like 10-9 rounds and all of that. So you want to be in control the opponent. I'm going to Vegas next month. Going straight to the Floyd gym, telling them Oakland in here need work. Yeah, listen, you're not about to get none. You're not about to get no work. I'm trying to bust some one pack so bad and summons Floyd. Listen, they know that. I've been to the gym before. They know what everybody trying to do is not a thing. They ain't gonna work with you. So good luck. I've been through there many times. That is fake. That doghouse work, that's not real. They don't even be wanting to do that. They don't even want to really do that in there. They're not into that. I've been all through there, blood. They're not trying to do that.
You'll also find very useful. The first trick is to eliminate nail fungus. To do this,
I'm like, oof. Like, where we at? Ryan Garcia admitted how he cheated against Devin Haney on Say Cheese interview. What did he say? I'll watch it later. What did he say though? How did he cheat? How did he cheat? We don't want to hear it. I want to hear it. How did he cheat? Because I was just on a boxing voice and they didn't say nothing about that. They were talking about everything, but they didn't say how he said he cheated. So let's hear it, buddy. Actually, you could just give us the timestamp and we could go to it ourselves, because a lot of people in here like to just cap. So we could give us the timestamp and we can go on there, and if it's not what it is, your pack is all over the place. So what you trying to do? He cheated by throwing hooks. I don't even want to read the rest because it's about to be hilarious. I don't even want to read it. I don't even want to read what you about to say, because it's about to be hilarious. Because I already know what's going on out here. Y'all think y'all funny. Y'all think y'all hilarious, and I'm gonna let y'all do it. I'm gonna let y'all have it. I had a few jokes. It's hilarious. He said he cheated by throwing hooks that Devin didn't know how to defend. That is a fact. Because at the end of the day, they tested the levels and it was a billionth of a gram and it had no performance enhancing effects. It's just like, why won't y'all say that? That's not a thing. Well, it shouldn't have been in there at all. Well, it was in there and it had no performance enhancing effects. You know why? Because they said it was in there the day before and the day of or something. Or whatever the case is. And it's like, come on, blood. He was trying to get the weight off. Like, it had no performance enhancing effects. Nobody's saying anything about that. What they are doing is making up what they want. Hey, he took it. Man, listen. The hooks. He can't take a shot from Ryan Garcia. He's a hard puncher. It's just, that could be a thing. Yeah, Cortland Mook, you have a great point. We're talking about whatever y'all want to talk about, so it don't matter. It's easier to say Ryan cheated than Devin needs to get better because it puts all on this on Devin. With all the access and things, and fighters, everything in boxing got niggas running from the work now, like not like the 80s. K-Rob, of course, no, this is not them 80s, blood. They not doing that. No, two things cannot be true. The truth is the reciprocal relationship to things and the whole as fixed by nature. And no two things can hold the same space at the same time. So that's not true. It's one truth. That's it. So all that, two things can be true. The two things that are true add up to the one truth. That he got caught. He needs to get better. The man needs to get better. And those are facts. He just does. He needs to get better at boxing. Your dad can't teach you something he ain't never did. And it's just sad because it don't matter how many times I say that, that's never gonna be what people see. Well, it is, but when females say live my truth, that shit be making my brain boil. No, just say you you a hoe. Sorry, blood. Like, no, I get it. Like, that's what I was saying the other day with some of my people. Like, no, blood, I'm not in that delusional atmosphere. Just tell me what you need so I can see if I can accommodate. Don't try to finesse me. And no, he want to do this and all of this finessing that you're trying to do. No, blood, no. Just say what it is. Don't nobody want to do that. And then don't nobody want to take the constructive criticism about what was lacking. It's like it don't matter what we talking about because it's happened so many times to me. It's crazy, and it's all clumped in the same thing. At the end of the day, it's someone telling you what you're lacking, and you do not want to adhere to what you're lacking so that you can improve from the inside out. Oh yeah, we're gonna get back to cooking every day. Yeah, so it's just like I've noticed that on multiple levels. Like, and it's not just the boxing level. That's just the most physical level that where the stupidity, because you're stooping low and the ignorance that you chose to take did not help you because you didn't want to get better. That's just all it is. This is like you could have got better at this moment, but you didn't want to. So instead of getting better, you've chose to do what you wanted to do, which is not get better. Do what makes you feel good. You gotta stop that. You gotta go right to what you don't want to do. Chinese, hold on, let me. Because these little emojis on the side, it's all in the way. It says Chinese proverb, what the eyes see and what the ears hear are already in the mind. This is why they cannot hear you. That's a fact. And what you're basically saying is they're polarized in their trance of emotions about, you know what? I'll say it better. I'll tell you what they're doing. Excuse me. I do not delude into mistaking my education for the knowledge of reality itself. I'm going to say it again. Your education. How you think you educated yourself. Because if you didn't learn from someone who actually have done it, and you can look at them and see that they are better fundamentally in their career than you were, what are you talking about? It's one of the Sebek's truisms in the season of Sebek. The law of Sebek. It is not what you think and what you affirm. It is who's doing the thinking and who is affirming. Are you a human or a divine being? And Sebek corresponds to one of the tools which behavior is programmed through the understanding of the law. Such programming could be done at will. If we have the tools to program any desired behavior at will, then we could choose to allow peace and pleasure to manifest as our emotional reactions to all events. This is about belief, the suggestive power. See, that's the thing. Suggestive power of belief. That means that you believe inside, but you don't know it because you haven't went through the experience of knowing through tutelage. You used your education. That's not the education of boxing. And you can watch all the old school boxing and everything. But at the end of the day, you have to have a good coach who understands the fundamentals, defense, how to deliver a shot, how to defend a shot. These things make a difference. Like, excuse me, these things make a difference. Like, what a lot of fighters relying on themselves, forgetting that God created warriors of a kind with omniscience, abilities, belief is real. Floyd did. Belief is not real. It has suggestive power. But when you go to the laws and it states in the law I do not delude myself into mistaking my education for knowledge of reality itself. My way to success remains open. Listen, the knowledge of reality itself is you must be taught by someone who did it, because the greatest boxers that achieved the most accomplishments were usually trained one by someone who did it. So at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with belief, because on the chart, belief is number 8 and number 1 is omnipresent, meaning you're all present. You know you're there and you know what time it is. Present is space and time. You're present right near at this time in this space. That means that's a knowing. It's not has no belief. It says, K Rob say, people at work are constantly going out of their way to play games, and people in general, people in general anyway, Ethiopian bars. I don't know what you're saying, but yeah, dog, it's just simple. Like when you hear about Meldrick Taylor, Pernell Whitaker, a lot of these fighters was trained by George Benton. Like that's why they were so good at the time, you know. Like, for example, I heard Sugar Ray Robinson was good because he came up in the gym with Joe Louis and they had the same trainer. Why wouldn't he be good? He came up in the gym with Joe Louis. That's when you you got to watch these documentaries. No, they don't. It's a slave mentality. So yeah, like in my cash app, we talking real boxing over here. So it's just like a lot of things I'm starting to see, even on Nest on Boxing Voice, is like a lot of these people don't know boxing. They don't understand it. They're not talking about it. They just saying anything, making up anything, and then people like, man, well, what are you're not making any sense because you don't know boxing. They're talking about everything, but why this is not a good fight for whoever who taking the fight is because they're not technically sound. At the end of the day, you get your brains beat in. So it's just like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? No one seek real guidance anymore. Only the few are still technicians, real boxing. So it's every man for himself. What they say right now? Until they call Floyd. Yeah, pretty much. Until they seek out the help from the professionals that was before them. But I'm starting to notice, even in the intermediate circle, these children think they know everything. And they overstep their boundaries. Like, they overstep their boundaries. They think they know things they don't know. And they be running their mouth a lot. It's crazy. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy. They do it a lot. I'm telling you. Gotta hit the beard. You know what I'm saying? With the oils. They do it a lot. Dev thought he knew more than Floyd, LMAO, his dad, too, running his mouth to the GOAT, greatest black of our generation, shaking my head. Yeah, bro, that's what that delusion, it becomes a real thing, but it's crazy. It's crazy. That delusion is crazy. That's what I'll be trying to say. That is crazy because it's like, bro, what are you talking about? You can do nothing better than Floyd. And that's when somebody who is just jealous and envious of not of Floyd. See, that's the thing. Y'all think these people are jealous of Floyd. I have one from a different perspective, and it might give you a better understanding on how to deal with people. Listen, you can't be jealous of someone. You're really jealous or envious of what you don't have in you. You didn't have the drive and the heart to get in the ring and fight, but then you got your son doing it. And that's what I'll be saying about all these little daddy niggas. Why didn't you box? Why didn't you box? Did you box at any time in your life? So why you got your son doing it, and why do you think you could teach it to him? This is a different ball game. This is a different ball game. Greatest period. No facts. Facts. DS3. Get that cash app, y'all. But yeah, this is like, this is the point where you have to just cop out and be like, you know what? I'm gonna have to listen because you've done this before and I haven't. And it's crazy. Like, and that's when I be saying, like, when I box, I could care less about going to the nationals. I wasn't trying to do none of that. I was trying to be a professional. So all I did was study professional boxing. I wasn't trying to do nothing else but be a professional. Anything else, it wasn't a thing for me. I wasn't even a thought in my head because professional boxing is what I loved to look at. I love the aspect of professional boxing and how it will bring out the God in me to better explain it to you guys because I know it takes discipline. I know you got to eat right. And I know you got to train hard. So I knew that would bring out a certain the certain perspective of God in me, the warrior. Out of the feminine energy, the mother protector Bastet, and the masculine energy, Heru and Tehuti. Ra Heru Huti, actually. You know what I'm saying? I knew that would bring that out. I knew it would. That's why I was on it. Then I said people would, and then it gives you a certain type of, listen, in y'all mind, I know y'all think some people could just box and then they just gonna be good because no, it don't really work like that. And then there are some people who always wanted to box, so only in a matter of time will they be good at boxing if they put their fourth into boxing. Like Ngannou, even though he got stopped by AJ, he could still be good. Let's see who hit the cash app. My man Alvin. You're going to hit him with a triple heart. We're going to hit him with a triple heart with the $20 cash app. We're going to hit him with the $20 cash app. See, you know why I'm getting these cash apps today? because somebody stole $40 from me off my desk right here. And nobody said anything about it or nothing. So we got Paul with a 5, Paul with a 20, and then we got Alvin with a 20. Like, people stealing from Hamza. It's crazy. And then Troy King gotta go looking for Hamza gotta go looking for Troy King's money. But it's okay, because that's why I'm on here. They have something, I think, as a divine being. Sebek is here. Midwest boxers are one of the best, but they do have a lot of accolades. A lot of Midwest boxers, like Floyd and Tony and the guys from Ohio, Aaron Pryor and Ezra Charles. It's just a high concentration of blacks there. So the competition is real concentrated. So you get those guys. That's why you have a lot of New York guys. You get those guys, and plus it'd be kind of cold, so you always got to be inside. LA, you get a lot of guys too, because it's just so big. You know what I'm saying? LA is huge, bro. Pause. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the Great Lakes, that's one of the reasons too why people from that region are so good, because the Great Lakes are, first of all, there's Great Lakes in Africa. They're at the head of the Nile. So, and then they go up into the Mediterranean. But the Great Lakes over here, that the Ohio River go up in, not the Ohio River from the Mississippi River. It goes up into the Great Lakes. That's a bay area. Ohio is a bay, pretty much a bay area. Like, we have a lake in the middle of Akron, which is called Summit Lake. Like when you think about that guy, it's a lot of boxers out here. You got some guys from Florida who was good, but I get what y'all saying. I get what y'all saying, though. They have produced to date a lot of good fighters. A lot of champions. A lot of champions, dog. But at the end of the day, it is that's fine and dandy, but it's a lot of them got their pack busted too. It doesn't mean that they weren't great, but man, it's other guys, it's mad guys out here from everywhere, for real. There was some real work out here in this boxing scene. For real. Some real work in this boxing scene. Some real work out here. Says Boots, prime example. Don't matter where you from Philly, and ain't living up to that though. Philly reputation. Boots chin still ain't been tested for real, and he ain't going through any adversity yet to show us he can fight his way out of trouble. And that right there is what we're talking about with Boots, and why people be saying they really not trying to see Cuz like that. Is because he hasn't been through no adversity to where we know he's battle tested. Even Sugar Ray Leonard fought Wilfredo Benitez for his first title. And oh my bad, it was a hard scrap. And to this day, he was like, "Oh no, it wasn't that you wasn't with yourself. It's just that man Benitez was that. That man Benitez was that real Workington. That man was tall. He was a tall fighter, too. He was pretty tall, so he had that work. So that's what you got to realize. That man had real work out there. He was a champion at 17. He turned pro at 15. So Benitez had nasty ass side to side movement. He was the first dude slipping 1-2 the way I seen him do. Yeah, Benitez had real good eyes. It could slip, making little movements. Because the reason why Benitez could do that is because I watched Benitez fight. He used to knock guys out. So like you will come in with the intent to get off, but then when you're trying to get off, you don't want to get hit, so you're not really getting off with your full intention. So Benitez will know that and just be like, "Oh, he ain't really trying to hit nothing," and be moving like up. And when you can see the punches, all you got to do is move. Like Edwin Rosario had good defensive side to side head movement too, like because he'd be a lot more squared up when he fight, but his side to side head movement was crazy. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Edwin Rosario had crazy side to side head movement, and he used to hold his hands Puerto Rico style, like in a bust your pack. You know, he was getting. So that's why them 80s when Camacho and them, he was getting work out here. Really boxing, using the jab, bang, bang, turning, feinting, doubling and tripling the jab, and then running 1-2, yap, 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 then going back to the jab, staying out of trouble because he coming and he punching. Like these guys don't be showing the craft for real because they're not in these gyms. That is a good point. Another thing, they not in these gyms with other fighters that's better than them. So they every day they gotta get in there and get work. Look at James Toney, Mark Breland, Gerald McClellan, man, all the good middleweights in Detroit was in one gym working. I just said Sugar Ray Robinson was in the same gym with Joe Louis. Come on, bro. How that you went that's a crazy gym. Just with them two. I watched Diego Chavez versus Thurman casually still because he was actually working and had good shell in the. Oh no, Diego Chavez was really good. Listen, they ain't like Cuz being in there for real. They ain't like Cuz being in there for real. They didn't like Cuz Diego Chavez being in there. They ain't like him being in there. So it don't matter. Yeah, like Thurman shouldn't be mentioned in the same sentence as them guys. Puerto Rican and Cuban boxers are nice. Argentinian boxers are dangerous too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All these guys is good and they bring something to the table. It's all what you willing to learn. It's all about what you're willing to learn. It's all about what you're willing to learn. And that's the thing. A lot of guys don't be willing to learn. I'll be watching all boxing. I had ran out of boxing to watch it because I was just watching champions so much. So then I went down to the lower level, just start watching everybody. Yeah, Thurman and Spence done. He said Thurman and Spence is done, for they might as well scrap at 54 to let us see something for ducking each other 47 with the belts. Facts. No, but they said Thurman said they offered him the Spence fight. He said they wasn't trying to pay him what he wanted. I can't really say Thurman ducked that because Thurman ain't really ducked no work. Thurman was getting work. Thurman beat all the guys Spence beat before he beat him. Boots could go meet Spence, but Thurman at 54 and ask for a little. That's what I'm saying. He can get in there with Chuck, Lubin. It's mad guys like that. That's what I'm saying. Him saying he ain't got nobody to fight. Yeah, hit that cash out. Quick question. My name ain't Troy, so you gotta come. My name is Hamza. I work for Troy. Hamza, Diego Pacheco versus Hamza Shiraz. Who you got, blood? That is a good scrap. That is Hayes. That is a good scrap. I have to go with Hamza. I gotta go with Hamza Shiraz. I gotta go with Hamza. Diego Pacheco don't look that hot to me. I gotta really watch him though. But he don't look like he really that hot to me. Quick question, Hamza, what did you do? What did you do first, MMA or boxing? Just saw that clip of you smoking that dude in your MMA fight. First thing I did was boxing. Like when I really competed and started practicing. But I was doing MMA too though. I was practicing. When I first went to a gym, I went to an MMA gym, and then they was like, no, you already got good hands and like good. In their mind, they think in MMA, if you good on the mitts, that means your hands that means you know what you're doing in boxing. And it's just cap. So we start grappling and doing all of that. But then when I first like really when they kept trying to charge me and all of that, I left the gym and just was like went to a boxing gym and then got serious off rip because I really wanted to box. Hamza gonna put hands on Pacheco. Don't got the movement for a tall dude, upper body wise. Yeah, you got to be moving your head. What Hamza fight at 68? Hamza Siraz fight at 68. He big, pause. But I will go with Hamza. You know, he looks like the more explosive guy. And he looks more technically sound from what I've seen with Ammo Williams. But Ammo wasn't that good, though. He had limited skill. He didn't move his head. He never moved his dome piece. Hit that cash app, though. He never moved his dome piece. So that's what, we can't really say. We can't really say. You know what I'm saying? What we talking about? Yeah, but I really I like he said Ammo had me shocked trying the same dipping overhand all night. No jab, feints, nothing. Looked tired all night. He didn't know what he was doing in there. Bobby Light said, if you can train any active fighter today competing professionally, who would it be and why? Any active fighter, if I could train them, who would it be? It don't matter who it is to me. It don't matter who it is. No, Arthur better be if he got a good trainer. Listen, let me tell you, Arthur better be if has a great trainer already. Let me tell you that. Arthur better be if has a great trainer. Arthur better be if has a great trainer. When Floyd said it's diff under the lights, Dev got to see firsthand what he meant, and his pop still got the nerve to talk. I hate delusional. No, you don't hate delusional. You don't hate or dislike anything, because why hate it? Use it as a test to reclaim your peace. When I look at delusion, I look at it as a test. We don't hate anything over here. We look at it as a test to reclaim our peace so that we can gain wisdom and spiritual power. That's all I'm here for. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to protect myself, protect my person and my person's belongings. And now my daughters benefit off my name. So if you steal my money, you stealing their money. And they don't have to be with me. And it's different under the lights because everybody's watching now. And if you dwell on what everybody else think, then that's when you're gonna get your ass beat in there. Excuse my language, but ass is not a cuss word. You're gonna get your jackass beat. Because you worried about the wrong thing. Seek not to endure works of the earth. You the master of the earth through your likeness with God. Through your likeness of the supreme being. That's a fact. So you doing all of what you doing is crap because it has to have a balance. And that's why it's 5 in here and 5 likes. That's the 10th rule. That's the life force. Listen, I just copied it down yesterday. Protect yourself at all times, lad. You are absolutely correct. And that's why you have to protect yourself with knowledge and spiritual power. You have to. Look. I'm going to turn it to the side. Look, the 10th sphere, the high beat. This is the Hob and the high beat. It's Ra, electromagnetic forces, 6th division of the spirit. 10th, B, Hob, atoms and molecules, 7 divisions of 7th division of the spirit. 10th, Geb or Jibril is the physical world. And then hold on, that's the physical world. Then you go to here. I just explained it to you. 10, Geb. Look, watch. When you go to the last John, know that from heaven you come from, and from heaven you will return. Seek not works on earth. Seek not enduring works on earth. Know that from heaven you come, and heaven you will return. Know that from heaven you came, and from heaven you will return. Seek not enduring works on earth. You are the master of earth through your likeness with the supreme being. Our physical nature is totally amenable to reprogramming. Your physical nature is totally amenable to reprogramming. Since we have the laws and the faculties to do so, why not dedicate the use of our will to program desirable ends in our lives? Peace, happiness, health, and prosperity. You can't argue that. It's stupidity to argue. It's ignorant. You're ignoring the facts. Hold on. A fact just hit me. From heaven you come from heaven you came, and heaven you will return. In the book, the Bible, it says, first seek the kingdom of God. First ye seek God's heaven. First ye seek the kingdom. And then in Luke, it says, the kingdom of heaven is within. You come from within yourself. And also with you, first you come from within the supreme being, which is in your likeness. You're in the likeness of. You shouldn't worship the creator. And if I just said it, the creator is in you. So you worship the creator by doing good for you, by not hating anything, disliking and doing all of that, capping and lying and stealing and the things that happen to me every day. The inner voice to tell you, hey, blood, you know you shouldn't do that. And then if you don't have the inner voice, pick up a book and read. They talking about the inner voice. It's the book of the dead. It wakes a man with no knowledge up and gives him power. Knowledge is power. Why you think they calling this the Egyptian Book of the Dead? When a deceased man read this, it says it all through the book, bro. It says it all through here. If a deceased man read this, man, he come forth by day. If this composition be known by the deceased upon earth, think about what I'm saying, bro. These is real bars. Africans have the best bars you ever can have on behalf of the supreme being coming forth by day. That means Pert Emheru, to come forth by day, to come out of yourself and walk with a new spirit and have knowledge. Yeah, facts. Tyrone Legacy said, having a human experience, school, facts, real life. Nehesu. It say right here, I have sacrificed unto the Anheri Ertatsia. Listen, listen right there. Ertatsa. I'm gonna have to look that up again because that's one of the ones I'll be looking up on here. Hold on, I was at the coming forth by day. Right here. It says, hold on, I'm gonna give you the name. Hold on. This is why people don't even be good at boxing. They don't do the necessary research. They don't take the time. They don't do nothing. They be doing everything else but educating themselves. Make sure I spelled this right. Hold on. You don't disrespect the knowledge. You know, I'll let y'all hear it says, I have sacrificed unto Anheri Ertatsa. And I am decreed to be strengthened in the heart. For I have made offerings at the altars of my divine fathers, Al-Sir, which is the Lord. And I rule in Tatu, which means the land under, the underworld. I'll rule. Listen, bro, Africa points to the Sirius constellation, which is in the South Pole. It's a fact. It's a fact. Just let y'all hear what that tattoo sound like. Tatu. I rule in Tatu, which means the land under, and I lift myself up over his land. I sniff the wind by the east. I sniff the wind of the east by its hair. Listen, the wind of the east is the people on the left side of the chart. And air, which is Su. Facts. It says, I lay, Su is he who rises up. It's air. It says, or you could be talking about you sniff the wind by the east because Tefnut is moisture, but it's still moisture is steam, and you can sniff that. It says, I lay hold upon the north wind by its hair. I seize and hold fast the west wind by its body. And I go, basically now they talking about the complete chart. And I go around about the heaven on its four sides. They talking about Ma'at. What's up with Kishel? They talk about Ma'at. It says, I lay hold upon the south wind by its eye, the eye of Heru. See, when they see, that's what they talk about this chart right here. North, south, east, and west. Boxing. Then it says, I bestow air upon the vulnerable beings who are in the underworld, along with eating of cakes. If this composition be known by the deceased upon earth, he shall come forth by day. How can you be deceased upon earth and then come forth by day, bro? How? See, that's why they be trying to make me think ain't nobody in here. How can you do that? That don't even make sense. It says, and he shall have the faculty of the traveling about among the living, and his name shall never perish. Hey, listen, it don't matter. The chapter of coming forth by day, the libationer, the Lord of reverence, Neb Seni. Neb means the Lord. Neb, like Neb Er Te Er. Hail, thou hawk who rests in heaven. Who the hawk that rests in heaven? Ra got a hawk head. The Farragon falcon. Heru. Ra is consciousness and Heru is will. Ra is consciousness and will. Ra Heru. Huti. Omniscience of God. The consciousness and will and omniscience of God. The supreme being. That's what we talking about. And then you don't even know that, but then you gonna box the best, but you ain't even putting in the work with boxing, with the understanding. You didn't go to no prophets of boxing like the Sugar Rays and be like, hey man, what made you the best? What? And then watch the tape. Then watch how you learn how to catch the punches and do it. No, not try to be better than cuz, but learning from cuz. Not listening to what your dad. See, if Tiafimo really gonna do it, he gonna get in there and train with the Reynosos. Yeah, he gonna get that work. He gonna get that family business work. He gonna get that. He gonna get that work with them. And then they're gonna be busting packs. And that's that. They're gonna be chopping people up. But then you see the first thing they got him in there working on defense. Drills. I learned I was in school when I was going to check myself out. No, these patterns are lessons. Now rise up. It's that simple. And that's the thing. People are not taking that with boxing. They're not learning from their mistakes, and they're not willing to make a mistake and put it on the line to see if they really do have it. So that's what it boiled down to at the end of the day. You can say what you want, but at the end of the day, you got to be willing to take a step back, learn the fundamentals of life and boxing, and come up under a wing. It don't matter who you is. If you read the Bible, Jesus lived among many people. and people and women was and people was washing their feet. Hey, no, I heard you was Heems. Let me wash your feet. When have you done that? When have you washed your own feet in that manner of bowing down and saying, damn, I just need to learn. How did you do that? How can I don't have no money to give you to learn the knowledge. And it don't even cost. What can I do for you? I'm teaching real spiritualism through the form of boxing. And what you say, you got to be eating a certain way. You got to be thinking. You got to be willing to be like, hey, blood, for real, cuz was Heems with that. And people see that's what people, when we doing these meetings about boxing, people don't even really want to hear technical boxing. They want to argue opinions. I don't do that. So from watching boxing, we seen this. We have went to some boxing fights with my man Amari Jones and them, and you can see that this is not the same talent level. So people could say what they want about who I fought in Mexico. We just went to a boxing fight, and we all watched these guys look mediocre against mediocre guys, and that's a fact. I never looked mediocre against mediocre guys. That's why in turn, you guys were saying I fought bums. Now that's why you were saying that. So that's just what it is. I'm good. I ain't got a trip. We gonna move out on that note. We done for the day. It's time to get our meal ready. I'm in Hotep.